Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to do another test with the Google AI. I've seen some people saying that it's not working with Houdini. So I thought it'd be fun to try Nuke and Houdini, some other software that's maybe a little bit more advanced. Anyway, this will be fun. So let's jump in.
Yes, I can see your screen. It appears to be showing the interface of a 3D software package, perhaps Houdini. Is there something specific you would like me to help you with related to the software?
Yes. I would like you to help me figure out how to use Houdini.
Okay, I understand. You'd like help figuring out how to use Houdini. Is there a specific aspect or tool you're struggling with?
Yeah, I was wondering if you could help me create a fireball.
Sure, I can help with that. Creating a fireball effect in Houdini involves a few steps, including setting up the geometry, creating the simulation, and rendering it. Would you like to start by creating the initial geometry, like a sphere, that will be the source of the fireball? Okay, I see the sphere has been created. It is currently in the center of the viewport. What would you like to do next?
Can you show me how to make fire emit from the sphere?
All right, to make fire emit from the sphere, we'll need to use a pyro simulation. First, let's add a pyro source node. You are currently in the right view, but you don't need to go inside the sphere object.
I believe that's incorrect. You do need to go inside the sphere object, and then right here you need to do what you were saying, a pyro.
You are correct. My apologies. You do need to go inside the sphere object. Now, you can follow what you were saying and add the pyro source node inside the sphere object. After that, we can start configuring it for the fire simulation. Great. Now that you've added the pyro source node, we need to connect it to a pyro solver so the simulation can be calculated.
All right, I'm going to talk to you guys really quick. You can see I've been trying to make this work in Houdini, and it definitely doesn't understand everything in Houdini. I'm curious where it's pulling all of its data from and its information. Is it from the manual? Is it from, because it might just be giving me very surface level stuff. So clearly this thing isn't ready for Houdini. It seems like with Blender, it has a lot more knowledge, and maybe because there's some more resources on Google, I don't know. But specifically Houdini, it knows names of stuff in Houdini, but it doesn't understand the process at all. I tested this with Nuke as well, and the same kind of problem. It's like talking to someone that knows the software but doesn't understand how it works. So that means wherever this is pulling its data from, maybe it's pulling it from side effects manual, and so it's just kind of reading through it, and that's where it's getting it, but it's not really understanding the goal. I also just want to talk quickly about my thoughts on this tool in general, this AI, since once I posted it, I had a lot of people asking questions and sharing their thoughts. I personally do not really like any AI artwork. There is a place for AI though, as an artist. And I think it's okay to be like, this can work. The way I see this tool, I've said this on to some of my friends. I said, it's like having the manual or a user guide on speed dial. It's being able to be like, hey, where the heck is this? I don't see that as a bad thing for artists. I see that as a very helpful tool. I also feel like AI generated stuff has a place with artists. Where I can see that being helpful is maybe you need help generating some noise patterns or a texture that normally would take you a long time to mess with in Photoshop. You can maybe add some other stuff. I use it for inspiration, being like, oh, that's cool. I kind of like the way, they did some of the lighting and the composition. That gives me an idea. I never see AI as a final deliverable. It just is not there yet. And I see a lot of people posting the stuff, AI videos being, and it is amazing that it's doing it, but it doesn't pass. It would never pass. You saw what happened with the Coca-Cola ad, and maybe I'll post it for a second while I'm talking. That looked bad. If that was sent to a studio, they would just throw that away. I don't know how that even made it in front of the public, because to me that's bad. It's not. It would never pass the test. It just I don't think the public quite understands the amount of detail that goes into the stuff they see on commercials, the amount of thought and the amount of intention that it has. Whereas AI is just like pulling resources from what people have made and mashing it together and then presenting it. And there's no intention. When I started experimenting with some of the AI stuff, I was having fun playing with it. Oh, this is cool. That's fun. It was like playing with a toy, and I put it back on the shelf, and I'm like, anyway, back to what I was doing. Like, it's like, I know it's there, and I know it's possible to do stuff with it, but it's like, and it's fun for like a second, and then I put it back and I go back to what I was doing. I just don't, because part of creating art and creating and working in what we do, as artists, is the process. You enjoy the process of creating. It's part of making something that makes it fun. It's not the final deliverable. It's not. That's why I've ranted about this before on TikTok, but it's why I kind of consider anyone that considers themselves an AI artist is actually a content manager, is what I would call them. I wouldn't call them artists. I would say you're a content manager. They are not creating the art. It's as if they are just calling up an artist and saying, hey, can you make this? And then they make it, and then you would take credit, like, I'm the artist. The content manager would never take credit for something that they just like had someone make for them. They wouldn't say, I'm an artist, So I'm curious what you guys think of my thoughts on AI and AI art. If you disagree with me, tell me in the comments below and tell me why I'm wrong. I'd love to hear it. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Thanks, guys. Bye.